I'm gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So, me standing here as the main government minister, we fully supported to this motion. In ethnically diverse states, this house supports the implementation of rotational presidency systems. Let me straight away to my argument. So first, I'm gonna mentioning my background. So we define this motion to establish a constitutional system in which the position of president must rotate between representatives of different ethnicities or regions in each elections period, especially for countries that have diversity. Rotational presidency systems is a power that sharing mechanism where the head of state of government leadership is alternated sequentially among different race, ethnicity, regional, or etc. So let me straight away to the phenomenon that we got and we mentioned it in argument. In this democracy world, a government in a country dominated by a specific ethnicity. For example, in Malaysia, the political dynamic rooted in ethnocracy, where the system group dominated by the Melayu or Bumiputera ethnic that controlling institutions of state, which combined with need for stability of a multi-ethnic coalition to reduce racial tensions and ensure the continuity of governance. With supporting these motions, automatically we maintain governance without worrying that power will fall into the hands of foreigners. So it looks good when if the majority handle the state, which we don't have to build up trust again. So I got some parties that influencing in this motion. So first, ethnic minorities. These systems will guarantee smaller groups a chance to lead, or it causes anger from the majority and creates weak symbolic leaders. Second, the voters. These stakeholders make effective these systems that stop dangerous race-based and elections fights, or it takes away the population right to vote for the best person. Third and lastly, also political parties that will force politicians to work together across different groups. So from the phenomenon, status quo, we got urgency with this either or policies, the governance creating safe security of democracy but affecting to the minority that feels has no chance to compete with majority. So to fixing and also to achieve implementation of these systems such as first, we must doing such as first, guarantees highest office rotates among different ethnicity, religions, regional groups, and to ensuring every demographic gets a fair opportunities to lead. Second, to avoid the winner takes it all mentally that frequently leads to extreme sectionalism, political tension, or even civil conflict in ethnically diverse states. Then, as a first speaker, I would like to focusing my argument in human rights, social interaction, and what's the benefit if a country handled by responsibility minority ethnic. The state would create good scenario in their range. That I will explain in my arguments. So, I shared my topic arguments in two sections. As I said before, it linked in people right to choose and social interactions. Every voter has right to choose. And also, these topics to the civilians in the whole nation, certainly searching backgrounds of every candidate that would be a representative to prosper all of the state population, which dominated by majority ethnically, who God believes to lead the country. Because of Many of civilians can't put their trust in the minority, so they would give fully supporting to the minority representative. This thing might be happen. Causes of environment effect that influence everyone to choose the best one in their opinion. For example, that I have told you in my status quo I'm environment before. If I'm mentioning one of the Southeast Asian countries, it's Malaysia. In Malaysia, that use parliament monarchy constitutional democracy, where the governance created by parties or coalitions which reach sheer majority in parliament. So, from social sector, Bumiputra or Melayu is the largest population in Malaysia. So, in constitutional way, they have special rights of Bumiputra or Melayu ethnicical to getting protect. So the minority feels insecure to move forward and lead the nations. Therefore, with this phenomenon could make a change for stakeholders for theirs, but only in a small percentages. Let me straight away to my second argument. So it's about what's the benefits of supporting the minority population. It's about what is the benefit that every people get when they are supporting a minority representative from coalition parties, such as using the political party as a tool to convey aspirations where most of all the representative would care in the biggest population of nations because of leaders and policies party more tend with local value. These things would make faster way to development in the area concerned. For example, in New Zealand, you know New Zealand, right? The country known because open governance mindset, where the parliament regularly review petitions directly from the public and has a high public transparency policies. So that makes the civilians, therefore, with care and sensitive governments, creating developing countries till it become the developed countries. In conclusion, we have to demonstrate that the better future are strongly built by every parties in the whole state, no matter what's your party, no matter what's your tribe, no matter what your ethnic race. The point is responsibility.